Alright guys, so this is a video showing you how to upgrade. I got a 2 TB hard drive, and my PS4 came with a 500 GB. So I just want to upgrade it so I don't have to delete my files back and forth, since I have over, 25 games, whatever. So I just want to avoid that, and I know people out there don't know how to do it, so I figured it out, and I'm going to show you. So basically, you're on the home screen, and we go to settings. You go down to system and go down to backup and restore. So once you're there, you want to back up PS4. And then at this point, well, before you do this, you do need a hard drive. I just wanted to point this out so you guys don't, freak out on me. You need a USB device to back up your files and stuff like that. So I'm going to use this hard drive. It's 128 gigabytes, so I don't have to worry about. And it shouldn't be more than 5 gigabytes, unless you want to transfer all your applications, which I don't in this situation because it's just going to take forever. So I'd rather re-download them once I install my hard drive, if you have, unlimited internet. So I'm gonna plug this in. Alright, so it's plugged in now, and we're gonna see. Okay, so this is the part. It's just detecting if my memory card has any space, and it's brand new, so it shouldn't take that long. It's loading. There we go. So as you guys can see, my applications are taking up 276.7 gigabytes. So that even wouldn't fit on my jump drive. So I'm not even going to worry about it. Like I said, if you guys are willing to do that, if you have like at least 100 gigabytes and 128 gigabytes, go ahead by all means. But I don't think it's worth it, and I just rather, I mean, you can use another external hard drive as well, like a 1 terabyte if you have it laying around. But I wouldn't do it personally. I would just re-download it since I have unlimited internet. No data cap. I would just do it. But basically, I'm gonna uncheck this because I don't want to transfer that. I just want to transfer my game saves. So I'm gonna do that. Yes, backup. Preparing to backup. Shouldn't take that long. Awesome. It's gonna restart as well. Alright, so it's right now it's actually backing up. Alright, so it's about to be finished backing up, and it says backup complete, the PS4 will restart, and you just press OK. You have to turn on your controller. Don't forget to turn on your controller, and we're going to do that. So, going to restart it again, and then I'll tell you guys what to do if step 2. Alright guys, so my PS4 finally turned on. Last thing you want to do before unplugging everything and switching to hard drive, you're going to want to go into settings again, and well, go into trophies this time. Let me turn on my controller actually. Go to trophies, which is right over here. And you want to sync your trophies, because your trophies won't be synced. And then there is a button, if you hit option buttons, go to sync with network, with PlayStation Network. Let it sync. Now that your trophies are synced, now you can turn off your PlayStation 4 and not worried about, oh, well, my trophies didn't sync. It did. So now, next step, turn off your PlayStation 4. So go to power option and turn off PS4. Or you can just hold down the power button on your PS4. But this is way easier for me. So I will show you the next step of this process. Alright guys, so at this part, you have to grab your PS4, put it somewhere where you have space in order to, remove the hardware part. But basically, you're going to unplug everything. You don't need anything. You just need the PS4 by itself. And we're going to start with the process. Now, before I begin, I want to show you the hard drive I'm exactly using. It is a 2 terabyte Seagate hard drive. So this is compatible with the PS4, but there is something tricky that you have to do in order to make this fit. It's just like the top, which I will show you. I do actually have it. Basically, is this. It's this hard drive. Basically, what I'm going to do is going to make this part go away and then just fit the hard drive like that, which I will show you. But in the meantime, I won't talk about this specific hard drive. I'm just going to talk about, in general, hard drives. And another thing, the USB that I Alright, so I did it kind of rough. Don't do that, but gently take that off. Put it aside. Look at that beauty. Doesn't look like it ripped anything, but anyways. Look at this. Just want to show this part off. There you go, Destiny. Anyways, put that aside. Gonna turn this back to where it was. There is a Phillips screwdriver in here with the PlayStation logo and stuff. I'm trying to zoom in. That right there. You're gonna need a Phillips screwdriver to take that out. So let me get my handy screwdriver and see if this will, yep, this will work. So just unscrewing it. That's the only one you want to mess with. Take that out. So let me show you up close what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. Now, next thing you want to do is put that aside. Do not lose it, guys. Please do not lose it. Alright, final thing, you just want to, wherever you took that screw out, you want to take out the hard drive. Like that. But basically, once you pull out the hard drive, it's going to be another 4 screws. On the right side, there's 1, 2, and on the left side, let me zoom this out. Right there. Gonna turn it around. There's another 1, 2. So, this time, going to remove the screws. So, let me do that. And then we're almost done. And put those aside. So there's a total of 4 that you're supposed to have, and the PlayStation logo one. That just holds the hard drive in place, basically. Ta-da! And that's it. Now you're ready to take the hard drive out. Just sliding it out. Just like that. This is the way it came out. You guys can pause it if you guys are having trouble. This is a regular hard drive, 500 gigabytes. So you're going to want to put your next hard drive the same way. I'm going to get mine. So I'm going to show you, for example, why this doesn't, fit. So that's my hard drive. Came out like this. I'm going to set it aside right here. And it doesn't fit, guys. So in this situation, if you guys have another hard drive, not exactly the same I have the Seagate, it will fit. Definitely, you just have to screw it back up. But I'm going to show you how to do this part if you guys have the same hard drive as me. Alright guys, so this next step, like I said, beware. This is for the people that have the Seagate 2 terabyte that I have purchased. But basically, guys, what you want to do now is, if you guys notice, there's a on the right lower, there's a logo of the Seagate. This side, on the right, let me zoom in. I've been actually trying to before I started recording this, but I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's this little centerpiece that has a hole. So you guys want to put in, I would recommend a Phillips screwdriver, probably smaller than what I have, but since I don't have anything else, I'm going to use this. I'm going to insert it here. This is the part where mostly people don't pick up this because they don't like doing this, but in the end, it doesn't really matter because you're not even going to use this part. So I'm just going to poke at it and force it gently and try to get this outer, I'm trying to get the hard drive out of this casing. So that's what I'm trying to do. So just bear with me. Alright, so I'm going to try it with this card. And it actually even worked. So I use my Kroger Plus card. Let's see if anyone has it. Anything similar to this. It's not that big. Don't use a credit card. And just go like that. Voila. Really, really faster. Easy. Just go like that. And be careful not to mess with the USB port as well. So I'm going to try and stop right. Oh, I kind of passed it, but there we go. Just be careful. And then one more go. And we should be finished with this. There you go. Gently, just like that. So I'm going to put it like this, like the way I got it. And then remove the top. You don't really need this, but that's what, you know, the top crate looks like. And then that's the Seagate. Now, I'm going to remove it. This part as well, you don't need it. So let me... Should just fall off, but... Okay, guys. So in order to take this part out, all I did... Let me put it back how it was. To show you. There's a little entrance right here that you can... a Phillips screwdriver would fit. And push it down a little bit, and then pop it open. And then there we go. That should be it. So all you need is this part. You can actually put this away. You don't need this part. So I'm going to put that aside. And this is the next part. This is what you need to do next. Alright guys, so the next step on this, you want to take away the foil. Because if you try inserting the hard drive like this into a slot, it would not work. So you're going to carefully, gently take off the foil around the hard drive. So you're going to start from this top. Well, that's the way I'm going to start. And since it broke, I'm going to start from this part right here. And gently, well, let me see if I can do this. Just try to find like the easiest parts to unfoil it. And you should be good. So, take my time doing this. Alright guys, so that was it. This is the foil part that you really don't need. You could probably trash this away. But you guys can see two circles right there where two screws go. Alright, next part. But that's how it looks. Alright guys, so we're almost done. This time, now that you have, you know, if you did it the way I did it, have your PS4, you know, pop open and waiting just for the hard drive to be inserted. Now we're going to go ahead and actually insert it. Alright guys, so here we are, going back through it, trying to figure out, there was something in the video I had to, you know, backtrack and notice that I did something wrong. Just to point out, just make sure, I think when I showed you guys for the first time, I put the hard drive the wrong upside down, so just pause it right here, just to make sure. This is the way it has to go. When you go inside, make sure this side is the up on top side, and then this side is the bottom part, and then turn it around, and it has to look something like this. That's if you have, you know, the same hard drive as me. The back is going to be blue, and then the top is going to be white. And like, if it's this way, if you have another hard drive, just make sure that, you know, this is the top, and then insert it, and then put the screws. And then one last thing I forgot to point out as well, this part does come off. This was right here, I believe. It was right here. This gently put in like a screwdriver and take it off with a flathead, gently, and it should come off right, you know, right off the bat. But then now installing it, basically just slide it. Make sure if it doesn't slide in, it's because it's either upside down or it's just, you know, the wrong way. But it should slide in like that easily. And then the last thing you want to do is put the PlayStation logo screw back in. And then we're almost done. So now that you have your hard drive installed properly, you just screw it back in. Everything's in place. And then the next part would be, you know, one of the final steps. And then you're almost there. So that's how it should look installed, and it shouldn't move and it shouldn't come out. That's when you know it's really installed. And then last thing, you know, just cover it up with the faceplate, and then I'll tell you the next step from there. Alright guys, so at this point what you want to do next is just hook up your PS4 again, just like you had it with all the cables, Ethernet, whatever you need, however you had your PS4 set up, and then ready to go. Alright guys, so I have my PS4 hooked up back to where it was, and now the next step you want to do is turn on the PS4, but don't use your controller. You have to do it manually with the power button on the PS4 on itself. So what you're going to do is hold the button for at least 5 to 7 seconds, and you're going to try to go into safe mode. So that's the first thing you want to do. So let's hold this. You're going to do a beep, hold it, there you go. Now, let me turn on my monitor, actually. That would help, wouldn't it? And there we go, it's in safe mode. Let me actually turn off the flash so I can tell. Alright, so I turned off the flash so you guys can see it better. But I went to safe mode. Now it says connect the DualShock 4 using the USB cable and then press the PlayStation button. Okay, so I have my DualShock controller. Have it hooked up with the USB that came with my PS4. So that's going to be the next step. So I'm going to hook it up. Alright, so I hooked it up. And now the next thing, I'm just going to press on the PlayStation button. And voila. Alright guys, so this is the crucial part. When you go into safe mode, just leave your PS4 like this. Leave it on for a sec. You're just going to get back on your computer for just a sec. It's not going to take long. But before I tell you what to do after this, this part is really crucial, so please pay attention. At this point, you're supposed to click on number 7, which says initialize PS4 reinstall system software. But before you do that, remember you need to download the file off of PlayStation Store. I'm sorry, PlayStation.com PS4 update section. You have to download that file and install it into a USB drive. So I'm going to install in my USB drive just to show you right quick. This is the link where it is, and I will have it underneath the video in the description to link you guys. But the latest version as of now is 3.11, so I have to go ahead, download that file, and put it on my jump drive. And once that is done, I will put the jump drive insert it on the PS4, and then from there we will proceed to the next step. But just to show you guys real quick, actually highlight it here, update using a computer, and then these are all the steps that you need to do. But this is the right way to do it. But basically it is the 3.11 file that I'm downloading is actually a 790 megabytes. So if you don't see it 790 megabytes, then you're doing it wrong right from the dot. So you want to go all the way down, scroll down. At the bottom of the page, this is the right file you want to click on. We want to download that and save that to the USB storage under PS4 under update, and save that as PS4 update.pup, and then download it from there. And then once that, since you guys can see mine's already completed, so I can go ahead and look at my jump drive. And we're gonna go to this is my jump drive, PS4. Like I said, make sure you do all this. If you don't do this right, then obviously it won't work on, it won't detect it on PS4. So you're gonna eject that carefully and then go on from there. Alright, so I will tell you, it did take me about 5 minutes to download the file. So that's how I know as well that I was doing it right. So I'm glad that I caught that, and I could help you guys if you guys have the same problem that I did earlier, that it was unrecognizable and it didn't want to download. But now it looks good. So, alright guys, so I'm having a little bit of trouble trying Arrow. So what I did basically went back and made sure everything was right, like I said in the previous edit. So we're gonna go ahead, plug in my USB, and hopefully this is the problem to solve this. So I'm gonna go in one more time. Hopefully this is a good time. Just gonna wait and have it detect the file. Hopefully this will fix it. There we go. Finally, we got it to work. So I'm gonna add that edit video to this video, just if you guys, step upon. Well, I keep getting error. Well, as you guys can see, I kept getting the error, but this was gonna fix it, and hopefully it fixes for you guys. So it says the PS4 will be initialized. All users and all data will be deleted. Are you sure you want to continue? Of course, we're ready to do this. So it's gonna initialize, and now it's gonna tell you don't turn off the PS4, And it's actually doing it pretty quickly, so it's not going to take long. So I'm just going to... Yeah, it's at 99%. So, should turn off or reboot at least. Yep, it's going to reboot. So, I will show you what it looks like when it's rebooted. Alright guys, so after that previously turn off, it's going to go to system software update. So this is almost it. It's just going to update it, you know, through the software one more time. So we're getting there. 96. Woo, 99, 100. So now it's going to restart one more time. Finally, it's going to be like a brand new PS4. So let's wait and see. Alright guys, we finally made it to the PlayStation logo screen. Yay! We did it. We did it. Anyways guys, I'm going to actually show you guys going into settings and everything and show you that my hard drive is indeed a 2 terabyte, which will probably have like less than 2 terabyte already used for the update and stuff like that. But I will show you guys. It's going to go through... Sony. Okay, that took a while, but okay, there we go. There we go, guys. Finally reached the PS4 startup screen. Yay! Make sure you have your DualShock connected. And then I'm just gonna go skip this. I'm just gonna basically, it's just a brand new PS4 right now. You just gotta go through the setup. So I'm gonna skip this part. I'm gonna do this by myself. I'll see you guys. I'll show you guys once it's fully set up. Alright, just to show you guys, I'm not lying. This is the setup. And then I just have to start it. So I'm just going to go from there. And it's going to ask me like my email and password and all that stuff to like, you know, sign in. So this is the part where it's going to ask me for my sign in info. And there you go. So go to, where is it? There you go. Go to profile. Sign in using PlayStation Network. And then this is where you're going to sign in. And then that should be it. So let me pause this. Alright guys, so basically I just signed into my PS4. Here we go. It's gonna, it already detected my PSN, which is Crusader95, so ready to go. Just gonna sign in. And there we go, man. There we go. So, as you guys can see, let me go to my trophies real quick. All my trophies are backed up. If you did it right at the beginning of the video, all your trophies should be synced into this new PS4. So, hopefully if you guys, you know, watch the video carefully, you guys know, and I will sync it again. And there we go. So all my trophies are the same as when I uninstalled, took out my other hard drive actually. And then finally I'm going to show you, if I go into settings and storage and then the free space, look at that guys, 1.76 terabyte. Woo! Instead of 500 gigabytes. Now guys, that was probably it. If you guys have any questions, concerns, just comment. I'll answer it to my best of my knowledge. And that was it guys. If you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you think it's my best favorite. And if you guys want to keep up to date with me, then subscribe. If you guys want more videos about how to, just comment and be like, oh well, show me how to pair up headset. Any advice you guys can give me, I'll appreciate it. Need more videos. So I'm going to try my best to help you guys out. But anyways guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.